to the cloud. Hello, team. I'm so happy to see so many of you here on the call, and I know there's a lot of you that listen to the replay. Tonight, we have Shamika Johnson, or is it Shamika K. Johnson? She's not on yet, but she said she might be a couple minutes late. She's a new gold leader, and she will talk to us about all these awesome soft goods. Of course, she came to us from Initials Inc. So we'll just keep rolling. And she said she probably would be a couple minutes late. Angie, good to see you, that you made it off your little trip to the Black Hills.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start out with some victories. Let's not be shy. I know it's Monday night at 8 o'clock, but I know there's victories out there. Who wants to share?
I do, Sherry.
Go, Sarah.
I have $1,200 going this month, I think.
Yay!
I have 3 parties open right now.
Congratulations. That's great. Sarah, you're back.
I'm back.
Yay.
And I have 3 vendor shows in November.
That's great. Have you done any of them before?
I did a vendor show a couple weekends ago in Argyle, but none of the ones that I'm doing this time.
Oh, that's going to be super fun.
Yep.
Good for you. Well, thank you for sharing. Congratulations. You are going to be earning the planner and the date book. So
I saw that.
Or the planner and the calendar is what I meant to say. So
all right.
Always fun to get free. Okay, that's a great victory. Who else would like to share?
Sherry,
Yeah, I will. Barb. Oh, sorry. Go, Barb.
Okay, I will. I'll push ahead of you.
Go ahead, Barb.
Things have been in a slump, but I have 2 parties this week online. I have 1 event this month, 2 or 3 events in November, and 1 in December. And I did no events for the last 2 years. So I'm really hoping for these events to go somewhere.
Sweet. Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
What are the big sellers like Twyla and Sheila? Those of you, and Lisa, just say quickly for Sarah and Barb, like, what are your big sellers? Like, I think you guys have had, I know you, dips to dinner.
That's
do you have them on hand, or do you have one and then have them order?
Well, when I did my vendor event a couple weekends ago, I had, I think, 5 of them, and I sold them within a couple hours. Just open it up and show people what they're all about.
Okay.
Yep.
And mine was kind of the same. I had 6 on hand, and I probably could have sold 10 more, just because one person went and showed other people that, but they didn't want to order it. So hopefully I'll see them at another event.
Oh my gosh, Twyla.
And then the other thing that's kind of been big is everything bagel. I've sold a few of those. People are into that, but
how are you sampling that, or just showing them? And
I don't sample anything. Okay. I just kind of tell them about it and let them decide. So yeah, I don't sample.
Good job, Twyla. How about you, Lisa? I know you've been doing some events. What's your big sellers?
It's the change with every event. So pretty across the board with the everything bagel, the classic ranch. Yeah, and then the typical seasonings and beer bread.
Okay.
Although I sold out a chocolate ugly cake at the farmer's market on Thursday, and that was only, I was only there for 2 hours. So I don't know.
It can be hit or miss.
It's different every time.
I totally get that. Well, awesome.
And I used to do events.
Oh, go ahead. Who's that?
I was just gonna say I used to do them more often, and I would use like the essential 4 for my display kind of like feature, whatever. And that was always like a good one, just because it has like the classic beer bread, and then people were excited about getting the like recipe book in it too. So I mean, I guess when in doubt, that's what I always go for. But also the dips to dinner is a good idea for right now too, because that has a lot in it and it's easy.
I agree. Well, thank you, Laura, for adding that. I agree with you. Well, I was just going to say, Angie, watch your phone in case Shamika does have a hard time getting in. I mean, I've got it here too on private message, but just if you don't mind keeping your eye
Yeah.
on that.
I can do that.
Okay, announcement. So last Monday night, we talked about Get Social. Angie did an amazing job on sharing Get Social 101. Did anybody here do anything differently as a result of that Zoom call? Shout out, please.
I made my own video for a change instead of swiping hers.
Yes, Barb,
Yay.
way to go. How about the rest of you? Anybody else do anything? Any questions on Get Social that you're like, oh, I forgot to ask?
I would make you all do an assignment or take a test since you didn't use my information if this were class.
Geez, no
I'd
kidding.
be like, that's
Ange.
it.
That's it. We're doing okay. Well, that's at the end of the call, so make sure you stick on and you figure that out. Okay, so 2 weeks ago we did a little ditty on business account. Miss B Jennings down on the bottom had some pretty good goals. Did you get to act on that, my dear? Can you unmute or are you busy?
Yes, I can unmute. And yes, I didn't get super far, but I have a realtor who I reached out to start having products at open houses. And excuse me, and sending them as thank yous when he makes a sale.
Yay! Was that a warm market or totally a cold lead?
Warm.
Awesome. Congratulations, Bree.
Thank you.
Anything else or that's what you got?
Yep, that's what I got so far.
Awesome. You're moving forward and that's what counts. Anybody else? Okay, well then I'll share. I reached out to an insurance agent and actually he purchased from me a couple of years ago. Do you remember Janelle Crump? He used to buy from Janelle Crump and then a couple of years ago he bought from me maybe 3 years ago. So of course, I dropped off the catalog, followed up with Brad. We set up an appointment and I knew if he was willing to see me that I most likely would sell him something, right? So I brought in the dips to dinner, I brought in the fudge, I brought in a couple other things and I gave him a sample of the fudge. I left it with him. He ordered 30 of the dips to dinner and 20 of the fudge set. So he even made the checkout. It was like $1,300. I know. So how fun is that? So again, warm leads. Now I'm like, okay, who else? There's a lot of other people out there. So encourage you to think of those warm leads and it's not too late. Not too late at all. So wanted to let you know about that. Lead Strong, Jane, my assistant, sent out a private message to all 24 of you to see your plans for this year so we can, it may not be at Airwood, it might be at Airwood, it might be at the Holiday Inn. Alexandria is our destination, but we've got Ange, Sheila, and Shelly, and myself, and we, I want you to get on your calendar so you don't forget about that, and then get your team to be there as well. Any questions on that? Alice, hopefully we'll see you there this year, huh? Okay. All right. Well, I was kind of hoping that our speaker would be here by now. Ange, have you seen anything?
No, I just checked again.
Okay. Well, then let's talk holiday gifts until she gets on. She said she was going to be a couple minutes late. What do you guys, we talked about the dips to dinner. What other brainstorming ideas? Are you guys going to do the beer bread and the spinach and herb in a fun gift bag? Are you going to do twisty grams and the salted butterscotch? What are you guys thinking? It is upon us.
I'm going to do last year I bought a bunch of spatulas on after Christmas. So I'm going to do, I did some baker's gifts. So I do like a dessert and wrap it up almost like the beer bread with the spatula. Those seemed to go really well last year too, especially for those who I had been doing the beer bread so often.
So, oh, the beer bread and the soup, Katie said, I forgot about that, right? The beer bread and the soup. So Angie, what's in yours?
Excuse me.
You said the baker's, tell me what's in there, please.
I just do a dessert and then I wrap it in the cute cellophane bag, just like the beer bread kits with a bow and the gift tag, but I put a spatula right in there.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's a great idea. People are looking for quick and easy host gifts, teacher gifts. Anybody else do anything or have anything planned for this year, Rebecca?
I do that what Angie does, and my mom just, I don't know why, she was at the Dollar Tree, but whatever. She found 2 for $1.25. That's in Mitchell, South Dakota. So I don't know if everyone wants to hit up their Dollar Tree. So, and they were holiday ones. And then sometimes just
What
get
was it?
2 spatulas for $1.25.
I didn't know what
That's a
you're
good
talking
price.
about. Okay, that's a great price.
Mhm.
And then sometimes I'll just do 2 or 3 seasonings in a spatula too, the little single serve ones, if people are looking for something smaller.
Good
I saw
idea.
something, it came to my text message, but Dollar General has mini loaf pans that are holiday, but I don't know if they're in the store or just online, but I thought those would be really adorable for $1.25 to throw a dessert in. So I don't know if anybody's seen those at Dollar Tree.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Last year, at the last minute, I realized I had a bunch of dip mixes that I did not have attached, the individual dip mixes. I put those with a Dollar Tree white bowl that had snowflakes on it. And I sold a couple on Christmas Eve even. So I cleaned out of those. I cleaned out of everything. I did one big baking set. Basically what I had also was 1 cookie, 1 cake, a spatula, and the baking set that was last year with the silicone whole set, scraper and all that. And I did 1 set, and I had people arguing about who was going to get it within friends. So I didn't expect a big set to go, but that's why I'm really hoping the 12 days dip to dinner will go good too.
I think it will. Well, excellent, Barb. Well, I see we have Shamika in the house. Yay! I'm so glad you joined us, and I would like to officially introduce you, Shamika, then we're going to let you run. So welcome to the Dream Achievers team. I'm Sherry Frederick, and Angie is there she's above you on my screen. And Shamika Johnson is here. She's a wife, a mother of 4 plus 1, and Yaya. And we said, what's Yaya? And that means grandma? Yeah, that's cool. Shamika has been with Tastefully Simple for 4 months. She came to us from Initials Inc. She just promoted to gold. Congratulations.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's fantastic. So we asked her what her favorite product is, and she said definitely the classic ranch mix right now. And then a fun fact about Shamika. This doesn't surprise me. I don't even know you very well, but this still doesn't surprise me. I live and breathe music. There's always a song to represent how I feel. I choose positive ones mostly to keep my spirits up. So please, we welcome you, Shamika, and we can't wait for you to share how you recommend we sell and share these awesome soft goods. So I'm going to let you take it away, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me. This is an honor to be here. It means a lot when people come to you and say, hey, I trust what you have to offer, and I'd love for you to share that. So that is huge to me, and it is not taken lightly on me. So I thank you so much for having me. So first off, I want to say, my downline, who has elevated to silver leader, Amy Burke, shared in our HQ. She has a company training where she shares about the Cool Tote. So if you have not taken the time to take a look at that, I'm going to encourage you to do so. It is phenomenal. I love her energy that she brings with it. She shares the 3 Ps, which is people, purpose, and product. And product is really about the features and the benefits. So I think that's great. And basically, let me just say, as a seller of Initials Inc. products for 9.5 years, this is the best win-win situation that I can tell you about. I think this is a win-win, not only for those of us that came from Initials Inc., this is a win-win for Tastefully Simple because of the fact that we have independently had products that actually work so well to be married together. That is the beauty of what this soft good line does for both of us. It is such a win-win because I've sold bags for the last 9.5 years. Now I have something to put in the bag, honey. I am excited about putting it in the bag. And at the same time, it's great for you where you've come from this history of being able to sell the product, but now you have something that you can actually put the products in to take with you where you're going, and you can sell that as well. I think that's huge. How many times did you have tasting parties where you had to carry all this other stuff and you're like, okay, now I have to put it all back in that? No, now what you're taking, you can also sell that too. And that's really the mentality that I want everyone to have about the soft goods. It is obviously just the best thing for them to go together, and it makes you look well. You can also take your soft goods as don't judge now. That to know me is to know that I said this is a no judgment zone.
Yep.
Okay.
Agree.
All right. So maybe the biggest thing that we had was within Initials Inc. was to be your own billboard. Now that is where I got stumped with Tastefully Simple when we merged, because I was like, how do I be my own billboard now? Like, what am I gonna walk around with garlic in my hand? Like, no, I'd be a weirdo. So that doesn't work for me. Like, and it took some, it took some mind growing to get past that. And I just figured, okay, I just have to show up socially. I have to be really committed to that. And I'm not always good at it, but I try. So this, like the cool tote, for example, I would rock that cool tote everywhere. If I'm at work, if I'm going to the grocery store, the cool tote is going with me, because I can't tell you how many times, even in the past, where I go with a soft good into the grocery store, that people have stopped me and commented on what it is that I'm using. You have a lot of people that have gone green. You have a lot of areas that no longer are giving away grocery bags, the regular plastic. They want you to bring your own in. This is a place for you to step in and elevate. So when you go to the grocery store, my dears, you should have a cool tote. You should have an Explorer. You should have a cooler backpack. You should have your Get a Grip. You should, whatever it is, you should have one or all or whatever. Sherry has it all. You should have these products with you because they show what you do. It begins to become a conversational piece. It begins for you to make new contacts just out in public. This is something I feel that this might be new for you guys, and I want you to embrace it. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to be proud, honey. I want you to walk into that grocery store like, I bet y'all ain't got this, and let them know I can make sure that you have this too. And so that is the fun of it. So I wanted to just break down the Rock the Crock for you. I figured that would be easy. So I have it here set up over here today. I'm not as blessed as Sherry because I don't have the new cooler backpack. I have my old cooler backpack.
Oh. It looks pretty nice. It looks pretty dang nice, Shamika.
I love that. I love that. And my husband is already like, babe, I need that one, even though he has the old one with an M on it. I don't understand. But yeah, he'll get it. But I wanted to talk about the Rock the Crock because I had a total moment really after looking at Amy's company training with the Cool Tote, and really kind of thinking about, okay, how do I really merge this so that you guys feel confident, you guys feel like, oh, I can tackle this. And for me, it was the Rock the Crock. Well, I did a little research. Now, Walmart is usually really, really good during the holiday seasons with discounting their crock pots. I don't know if you know that or not, but I'm here to tell you, you're welcome, and that's free. So their crock pots can range anywhere from $20 to $40, $40 usually being like a digital display on the crock pot. which is great. So now you can actually offer that to say, oh, you can get this bag for that crock pot, wait for Black Friday. I'm sure they'll probably be like $10 or $15, you know, whatever, but that is great. But how you elevate that to put the two together, remember we're merging, and I love, and anyone that knows me knows this as well. I love a twofer. This is a twofer for me. This is a twofer because now you have the advantage to also welcome them into what you have for free. And that free is our recipes, ladies. That is the free. So now we have several slow cooker recipes that I've already seen in on our websites. One I saw, now bear with me, I'm gonna break this down real quick for you. I chose 4 different recipes. One was the slow cooker beef and broccoli. Who doesn't love that?
Mhm.
Those ingredients are onion, garlic, honey teriyaki, and the Vidalia onion dressing. So those are 4 tastefully simple products that you can market to go with that Rock the Crock, just for that meal. Secondly, I have a chicken and dumpling slow cooker recipe. Again, onion, garlic. Then we have seasoned salt, and we have the artichoke and spinach dip. Okay. Third one, lasagna. Here it is again, onion, and garlic. And the Mamma Mia marinara sauce mix. And then last but not least, because I love being able to have multiple meals out of one thing, the Mom's Slow Cooker Taco Meat, which features Mom's favorite taco seasoning. So you can definitely do the upgrade on the Mom's taco seasoning. Let's go with the biggin, the biggin, because you have this big old Rock the Crock bag. So yes, I need this, but not only do I need this, I need this so I can stir around the stuff that is in my slow cooker. Do you see what we're doing? We are pairing what we have to put it all together to market it as a beautiful thing, not just for your clients, but for your clients that are looking for their holiday gifts. They know the moms, the aunts, the sisters that are gonna love this stuff. What about the ladies that are at the church that are bringing dishes in for Sundays? What about the jobs that are having those community potlucks? Listen, I have been known to put a crock pot in a seatbelt. It does not mean that it still did not make a mess. However, when I went to work and took my Rock the Crock, oh, there was no mess whatsoever because it stayed all in that bag. It's perfect for that. And the fact that you can wipe it down is just ingenious to me. The other thing that I love about my Rock the Crock, oh, let me show you this. I did think about this too. Look at something that can fit down in your Rock the Crock that's not just a crock pot. Maybe you want to take your little loaves somewhere and keep them all together. Use it for that. But what I have been known to take a Rock the Crock bag to is to my wholesale shopping spots, my Sam's, my BJ's, my Costco, because it's huge. Let's be real. It is huge. If you have not embraced this bag yet, know that it is huge. And the fact that it has this thermal insulation, it works for cold or hot. So I would put all our freezer stuff in here because it's just me and my husband now. The kids are all adults and they're out the house. So this is perfect for just me and Mike. And I can put all our freezer stuff in here and it's perfect. Last year I took this out along with the cooler backpack and the cool tote to Sam's for our Thanksgiving shopping because I needed more insulated items at that time. So just embracing what you have and being able to pick recipes that you have from our website and being able to pair it with the things that we already have with our soft goods, it's going to be a happy medium for you. It should come natural to you to say, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and make this today. Which which soft good could I pair that with? I think that is the ingenious of, again, the blend that we have together. I hope that this has helped you. Are there any questions at this point? Great, I did a wonderful job.
Oh, don't go
Oh,
yet.
no.
Don't go
I was
yet,
just waiting.
Shamika. Don't go yet. We're thinking. First of all, thank you. Fantastic. You are good at what you do. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And what a great idea to take everything with us when we're out and about. So 100% agree. But yeah, what questions do we have for Shamika?
I have a question. At the top of your presentation, you mentioned the cool tote and that someone on your team did a training on that. Do you know where I would find that?
So it is, hold on. It took me a minute to find it today, and I actually pulled here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you one better. Sherry, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the YouTube link because honestly, I don't even know how I found it today. I've known that it was there, and I wanted to make sure that I looked at it before I brought it to you, before I even presented to you guys, because I know Amy's phenomenal with it. So I actually grabbed that link today and posted it to our team page. And so yes, you will have that. I'm going to send that over to Sherry and you will have that. Okay, my dear.
Okay, thank you and welcome to Tastefully Simple.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your gold achievement already.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, that is great. So Shamika, I have a question for you. We had talked the last time or the time before about 100% satisfaction, and we all know what the policy is now on returning something. So you were with Initials, did you say 9.5 years?
Yes.
I mean, the product, I have to say, I'm super impressed. I mean, they are so well made. So I think some people might be thinking, did you have any problems? Did you have very many?
Very rare did we have an issue. I mean, like very, very, very rare did we ever have an issue. And the integrity in which Initials Inc held themselves the problem was always rectified immediately, and it was taken care of quickly. So that was never an issue for me with my customers. And yeah, and like you said, and let me just share this as a side note, like you said, it's made very well. That for me was kind of the hardest part of what I did with selling bags, because when you have a great product and someone purchases, they don't need you for like 3 years. This is why I loved Tastefully Simple, because now I have a consumable product that, oh honey, you have to keep coming back to me because you want some more. So
Shamika, that's a fantastic point. Thank you. Yeah, great. Well, and like I said, everything, if you don't have your hands on these products yet, I mean, they are so well made. I am just so impressed with everything. So thank you for that. What other questions do we have for Shamika?
I have a question if nobody else does. Shamika, thank you so much again. I just knew you'd be so awesome at this. And you gave such good ideas on, like, I never even thought of Rock the Crock as a cooler. And Katie's like, I did already. And so that's what's so awesome. But my question is, I do a lot of like Facebook parties. That's where I do almost all of my sales. What is the best way to talk about it? Is it video? Is it taking pictures of family using them? How have you found the best way to show the awesomeness of them?
So I would say it's a variety of ways, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's no different than what we do with the consumable product at Tastefully Simple. For example, I have shared certain things and I get no bites. And then I'll share something and it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you did this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I gave a whole welcome to what I was doing. So it is definitely sharing it multiple times. So in a party, because it is something new that your clients may not be aware of with a soft good, or even formerly known as Initials Inc., I would definitely do a video to really share the benefits of what it is. I wouldn't be which Amy shared this in her training as well. I wouldn't be so quick to say, like, on the tag, it says it's heat resistant to 225. Nobody cares about that. They just want to know, is it going to keep my hot hot? Is it going to keep my cold cold? And that's what you really want to get. Don't try to get into the logistics of things. Really just show the benefits of how it works for you. Because when you're being real, bringing it to the table to them to show, well, this is what I do with it, they're going to love it. Last year I posted when I went to Sam's with my husband to do our Thanksgiving shopping. I had a whole set. It was so cute. Everything matched. It was so adorable, and people went crazy about that. But the beauty in that is they were actually being used. You see what I mean? I'm actually using that product. You're actually seeing that you see Sam's in the back. I had it on I set the bags on top of his truck. So you see Sam's in the back and they're like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that, because I will use the dish to go get frozen stuff, because honestly, the dish in my world, it's not going to do anything for me, because I don't really do cobblers. I don't really do that whole thing. I don't have anywhere to take them to go. So I use my products for what works for me. And that's how I really want you to present it to your clients, because when it's real to them, it's because it was real to you. So just trying to sell the product for the sake of selling it, it's not a good way to sell it. And I really 100% believe y'all are fantastic sellers anyway. So now it's just bring that same energy to your soft goods. That's it. Show them how you use it. That's it. And if you don't know how to use it, start playing with them. If you haven't ordered yours yet, if you haven't, made yourself a party to where you can get the host rewards to get these soft goods, to put your hands on it, you need to do that post-taste. You really do. I have earned a lot over the past just by doing that, because even when I started initially with Initials Inc., I had a lot of people say, well, I don't want to host a party, but I want to support you. And I'm like, okay, well, if you want to support me, I'm about to get these host rewards because I need to build what I have. And I did. And by doing that, once the orders were coming back in, then they saw the quality, they saw the value of what it is that they had, and then they started wanting to book parties. So again, everywhere I went, I had a bag. And TJ Maxx to the grocery store, everywhere I go. Y'all, I literally, don't judge again. I literally put my purse on top of the doctor's counter at the receptionist's desk. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love your purse. I was like, do you? And I booked a party. So that's why I say this is a great way for you to have a new billboard for your business when you're out and about, for people to say, oh my gosh, I really like that. And what does that say on it? I am loving the fact that I don't have to think for nobody. I don't have to tell you what to put on your bag. I don't have to come and bring a list of stuff that say, pick one of these sayings. I am loving that they are already done, and I am just selling the bag. So that's the fun part for me.
Awesome.
I love it, Shamika. Well, hey, I want to honor your time. Thank you so much. I guess I didn't tell you we're recording this, but I will share the recording with you in case you want to share it with your team. You can always delete the stuff in the beginning, but thank you so much. I'm going to end the recording, and then if you need to take off, Shamika, you can, but if anybody wants to hang in on the end, feel free to. So thanks again. You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much again for having me. Such a joy to be with you guys.
Thank
You
you.
guys